thought. Just want you to think about what happens when something goes from your hand to God's hand. Just that exchange of it's in my hand, but I want to see miracles. I want to see the supernatural. I want to see what's in my hand become more than I can ever possibly dream or imagine. And so think about what is in your hand, and then think about it being in God's hand. The Bible is full of times and incidences where people take what's in their hand, or God asked this question. He asked it of Moses, what's in your hand? And Moses said, it's a staff. And God said, give it to me, lay it down. And he laid it down, and we see that from this moment, miracles happened. David, he had a sling. That's all he had in his hand, but when he put it in God's hand, it took a giant down. It brought freedom to the nation of Israel. It removed intimidation. It brought both of these characters in the Bible. It brought them authority when they put it into God's hand. It was them putting their trust into God's hand. So what's in your hand right now? Your finances, your giving. You might say it's only a little, it's not that much, but it's all I have. It's my tithes and my offering. Do you know what? I'm going to put it into God's hands. And I'm going to see miracles. I'm going to see breakthrough. Because that's what happens when you put what's in your hand into God's hand. You see breakthrough. When you put what's in your hand into God's hand, you see authority. Moses stood before Pharaoh. He's the enemy, and he took authority because what went from his hand to God's hand. And that is what we're doing today.